Hey, what's up, guys? What is going on with the crypto market? Why has crypto been down so much over the past few months while the stock market has done pretty well? Well, today I wanted to figure that out, so I dug into it a little bit and let's see what I found. I'm by no means a financial analyst or anything like this, so everything in this video is just my opinion, but I did find some interesting things and maybe when we can expect crypto to kind of bounce back, and especially mining profits, when we can expect those to bounce back as well. So let's get into it. Today's video is sponsored by emcd.io, a convenient crypto ecosystem based on the top 7 Bitcoin mining pool in the world. EMCD has everything you need for your crypto mining operations: a secure crypto wallet, a fast peer-to-peer exchange, and the coin hold feature to earn passive income for your crypto. emcd.io offers mining pools for the biggest mineable coins, including Bitcoin, Doge, Caspa, Litecoin, ETC, and many more. Their mining pools have a low fee of 1.5%. Mining rewards can be immediately deposited into the coin hold program to earn up to 14% annually, essentially eliminating the 1.5% mining fee. Check out the emcd.io platform by using the link down below. Use code modernmining to get 33% discount on the mining pool fees for 7 days. As always, do your own research before depositing crypto into third-party applications. Thank you to emcd.io for sponsoring this video. So I did a video a while back that me personally, whenever I see big drops in the crypto market, I like to kind of correlate that to the stock market and see, is the stock market doing the same thing, or is the stock market kind of moving independently of the crypto market? And the last time I did that video, both crypto and stocks were both going down. So that made me have confidence in the crypto market that it's not something wrong with crypto. It's kind of whole global macroeconomic events that are causing all markets to be kind of uncertain. Well, unfortunately, that's not really the case in this video. So if we look at Bitcoin over the last 3 months, it was going down, went up for a little bit, and then it's been going down pretty hard the last month. And if we take a look at QQQ, it went down at first like Bitcoin did, and then it went up, but instead of going back down around June 6th, which is this point right here, it's continued going up, whereas Bitcoin started going down after June 6th. So crypto has kind of broken away from the stock market, and not in a good way, which makes me think that there's something specifically related to crypto that's causing the crypto market to go down, and stocks are totally independent of that, and they are still flying high. So another thing that somewhat concerned me is that we just got the June inflation report in, and I expected this to kind of boost crypto's prices, but really it hasn't had an impact. It's just been flat or down since that report came out. And if you don't understand why inflation rates matter for crypto prices, basically, if inflation doesn't go down, then the Federal Reserve is never going to cut interest rates. And we want interest rates to be low so that money is basically cheaper to get. And when there's cheaper money available, there's more money that's going into speculative assets like crypto. So really the ideal situation for us is that inflation goes down to 2% and stays there, and the Federal Reserve starts cutting interest rates, because that's going to mean eventually more money is flowing into crypto and also like stock assets as well. And to kind of back up that point a little bit, the reason why the 2020 crypto bull run and 2021 bull run was so big was that interest rates were zero. So it was, you could borrow a ton of money and put it into whatever you wanted, and your interest rates were extremely low. You could almost always make more money on your investments than you were going to pay in interest, so you might as well take out as much money as you wanted to. So that was a big reason why the bull run was so big in 2020, and something that we are not seeing right now, at least to this point. So June's report was actually pretty big. So it was the first time since like 2020 where the month over month consumer price index has actually gone down. So that's pretty significant, and that's why I would have expected a decent little bump to crypto, but it didn't happen. Regardless though, this is still a very good sign for the future of crypto going into 2025, that if this trend keeps up and interest rates eventually do begin to come down, that I expect crypto to fly, and will kind of be the start of hopefully the big bull run that we've all kind of been waiting for. Now that we've kind of established that whatever's going on is related to crypto, I just went into Google and searched, why is the crypto market down? And this article popped up, and I normally don't pay too much attention to articles like this. Why is crypto down today? Well, generally it fluctuates all over the place. But when you see a sustained month or two downtrend while the stock market is going up, that does usually mean that there is some event in the crypto atmosphere that is causing crypto prices to go down. So this article I actually found extremely helpful, and it points out a couple big things. So the first one is that the German government is basically dumping $172 million of Bitcoin. So that's the first item. And then even bigger is that the Mt. Gox, and this was before I even got into crypto, but this is a old Japanese exchange that basically shut down and a ton of people lost a ton of money. But I guess they've somewhat found a lot of Bitcoins, and they're basically giving those back out. They're reimbursing the creditors. And so 140,000 Bitcoin, that is a ton of money. So if we get it into dollar amounts, I believe it is $8.5 billion. So this is significantly more impact than the German government selling their, I think it was 3,000 Bitcoins maybe. So sometimes when I'm on Reddit, I see people say that, oh, what's the big deal about selling $8.5 billion of Bitcoin when the volume of Bitcoin is $30 billion a day? That's 1/3 of a day's volume, so that should be nothing. And that number you really can't go off of very much, the 30 billion daily volume, because a ton of that is just people selling back and forth to each other, bots selling back and forth to each other, people selling back and forth to each other. There's a big difference when one seller is basically just putting an order in to sell a ton of Bitcoin. That is going to impact the price. And they're not just setting a market order causing one huge drop down. They're going to be kind of laddering it down and selling it over time. It's not going to be a one-day thing. So that is a lot of sell pressure that I think is probably causing a decent amount of this. They might not have even sold those Bitcoins yet, but just the fear of that, people are kind of trying to get out of their Bitcoin now before the price goes down. Who knows if it actually will, but that definitely is a lot of sell pressure. And one thing that kind of compounds on that even more is that when Bitcoin drops from 72,000 to 56,000, every single person who's mining Bitcoin has to start selling a larger amount of Bitcoin to pay off their power costs, which are in dollar amounts. So when all the miners start selling even more, that's additional sell pressure that's driving the Bitcoin price down further. And when Bitcoin price goes down, people start selling altcoins as well, because the whole thing kind of moves as a whole. Even though every once in a while you'll have an altcoin spike while Bitcoin's going down, in general, when Bitcoin goes down, the market goes down. One other interesting way to look at this is in terms of the emissions of Bitcoin. So it emits about $28 million in mined coins every day. So when a country like Germany is selling $172 million of Bitcoin, that's the equivalent of basically every single crypto miner selling every single coin for like 8 days in a row. So that is a significant amount of coin that's being sold. That's potentially going to lower the price. So we know that Bitcoin has been down, but what has that done to basically the rest of the altcoins and even my portfolio? So I didn't do a portfolio update in June because I was just way too busy, had too much stuff going on, and the number was just not a great number. That played a part in it as well. But if you're new to the channel, every month besides last month, I do a portfolio update where I show how much crypto I've mined and how I'm doing in my mining journey on my quest to pay off the $10,000 of GPUs that I bought. So right now I'm sitting at $3,600, which is basically the same that it's been for the last 4 months, and I've been paying power costs that whole time. So the portfolio is not looking great, and a large portion of that is Neoxa. I'm down $2,100 on it. So if you didn't take that into account, it's not as bad. But basically all altcoins have been down significantly over the past month. because of these struggles that Bitcoin has been having. Thankfully, Zealous has kind of held its own, but a lot of these other coins just in the last 30 days, Alephium 45%, a large portion of my portfolio is in Alephium. I'm down $400 on that. Zilliqa down 30%. I mean, you can see everything is basically down 30% or more. And a lot of the Caspa coins, the Pyrons, the Husats, the Nautiluses, I mean, they have just taken absolute beatings. So luckily, we're not relying on those coins for our mining profits anymore, or we would be in the dump. But hopefully Zealous can bounce back. It only has like an $8 million market cap right now, so there is a lot of room for upwards movement. And that right now, Zealous is my biggest hope for GPU mining going into next year. So when do I expect things to get better? Well, like I said, who really knows? I'm not a financial analyst, but there's a couple big things that are happening in the future. Presidential election is in November. Once that's out of the way, that should relieve a lot of uncertainty in the markets. They don't like going into presidential elections because there's so much uncertainty, and markets hate uncertainty in general. Also, inflation has been going down, and if it continues to go down, the Federal Reserve is planning on cutting interest rates in September. I kind of hope that they don't do it in September, though. I think it's too early, and the worst thing that could happen to the crypto market is if inflation peaks again or spikes again. That would be awful for stocks and even way worse for crypto, and we could see a lot bloodier prices than we're seeing right now. So hopefully inflation continues its track down and the Fed starts cutting rates maybe later into the year, past September, and definitely into next year. And that would kind of line us up pretty perfectly with the Bitcoin historical bull run about a year or so after the halving. So 2025 is what I'm hoping is going to be a great year for crypto miners. And when this portfolio with the coins that we've accumulated while they're down should start to grow almost exponentially. Just to prove a point, if all of the coins that I've mined went back to the price that I mined them at or that I bought them at just over the last few months, which is by no means all-time high prices, just back to where they were, we can see that my whole portfolio is down 3,300 in total. So if we added that onto what I have, then I'm already at basically $7,000 made back out of the $10,000 mining investment. So you can see if they go higher than that, then boom, we're already at the 10,000 just from price appreciation, not even including the coins that I mine for the next 6 months going into 2025. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. Only 20% of my audience is actually subscribed to the channel, so click that subscribe button. And if you want to see me build this epic GPU mining rig I just built, check out this video. It's a 12 card RGB 3070 mining rig, and I'm hoping it's going to make big money over the next few years. See you guys next time.